looking back, that was really the transition. Were you a MySpacer at all?
Very, I think I got on MySpace as Facebook was coming and MySpace was starting to dissipate. So I think I had a page, but it wasn't up very long before everybody was moving to Facebook.
Yeah, I think that during those times, I remember posting some things and you get comments and and I remember sometimes not being able to know how to actually accept that, you know what I mean? Because you were thinking everybody was seeing your stuff. You actually, I noticed that you had done some radio and things like that. Where was it at the point, because obviously you became a CEO, which means you're on your own path, really. You actually have to solve your own problems, right? Get help, but you got to solve your own problems. Where did that start? Because I have this storyline to 2007, and most people, I don't have that. But as you go back, where was the start or the concept of Incredible One Enterprises?
Yeah, so it really goes back to 2004. I was still at work in corporate America. I had become a vice president, and I literally woke up one day and realized that I was not meant to sit behind someone else's desk. I had no plan. It was not on my agenda, but that day I had a knot in my stomach, and by the time I got to work, it was a lump in my throat. And I literally knew what I needed to do, and I quickly wrote a letter of resignation. I took it into my boss, no plan, and just said, today is my last day. I didn't know what I was going to do, Jason, but I knew that I was not supposed to be there anymore. And I have massive, extreme faith. And so I stepped out and I said, well, worst case scenario, if this whole thing doesn't work, I know I can get another job. At that point in time, I had my MBA. And so I was like, I know I'm employable if I want to be employable. And so while I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, I started operating a Mary Kay cosmetics business full-time. I became a sales director. I got a pink Cadillac. Actually got 2 pink Cadillacs. And so by the time we get to 2007, I was ready. I had what I call my Britney Spears moment. Oops, I did it again. I had traded one desk for another. And so I was ready to send my pink Cadillac back to Mary Kay Cosmetics to start Incredible One Enterprises. When I left corporate America in 2004, I was very clear at that point in time that I was supposed to be figuring out my purpose work. And in 2007, it became very clear to me that my purpose work was hinged upon me sharing my story and telling people what I had made it through in hopes to be able to be that inspiration for them. And so it was in 2007 that I started writing. If you understood my past, you would understand my praise. And my goal at that time for Incredible One Enterprises was just to get booked to speak, to share my story. And I did. I got myself booked to speak at churches because it was, a churchy kind of thing.
Congregation, and it gave you an audience,
It did. And it was great until it wasn't.